My name is Ife West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very serious topic. This is the topic of the recent exposure of USAID uh, sponsoring Boko Haram and other terrorist organizations across the world. This exposure was done in the American Congress by Congressman Scott Perry. This is a very revealing and shocking revelation that the so-called Boko Haram, which is the most vicious, brutal, or terrorist group that have come up of recent times, that is now #1 in the world, has been funded and financed by the American government for over 15 years, starting from the time of Barack Obama throughout the time of this Joe Biden. It is now we are knowing that Boko Haram was being funded by the American government. This is a very big shame, but it wasn't so shocking to somebody like me. As you know, we have been following how all these things work for some time, but to a lot of people, it was shocking that Boko Haram have been sponsored by the USAID, an organization that is set up United States aid organization for independent development, for the development of other countries. This is the organization that is now under developing and destroying other countries in the world. This is a very big shame, and I am appalled by this very act. So what it is worth talking about, because there are many issues here. Why is the American government, their own congressman, saying this now? Why didn't we hear of this earlier? And why will United States be funding terrorist groups all over the world? According to the report by the this recent Donald Trump government, a Republican, Scott Perry from Pennsylvania, made these claims during the first hearing of the subcommittee on delivering on government efficiency called DOGE. He said that part of the wastefulness of the previous administration is that they claim to be funding impoverished or third world countries all over the world. They gave these countries hundreds of millions of dollars to build schools, for feeding program, to educate children, but none of this, all this money goes straight to terrorists in those countries to buy weapons and to kill the people in these countries. And also the main aim is to also make those countries want to patronize the weapon companies in America, like Lockheed Martin's, Rolls-Royce, and all those other companies that manufacture weapons, so that American weapons company can keep making money. So this revolution now is just coming out from their own governments. It is not an allegation. Their own government with evidence talking about the role of the USAID working as a CIA rogue network all over the world, sponsoring terrorism. So the so-called Boko Haram that Nigeria have been struggling to fight for over 15 years was being bankrolled by the American government. And all the time we watch CNN, we watch Al Jazeera, we watch BBC, they give you the impression that Boko Haram is a homegrown Nigerian terrorist group that came out of Islamic desperation to Islamize Nigeria. Western education is dangerous, blah blah. All this organization was created and funded by the American government expressly to destroy Nigeria and give Nigeria a bad name. That we have problem of terrorism and we cannot solve that problem. Every day you hear Boko Haram killing 100, 200 people, kidnapping 250 girls, doing all these evil things that we're hearing, bring back our girls, Chibok girls. All these crimes we are being financed by the American governments. Can you imagine the wickedness, the evil, the hypocrisy? And the same people will still come to say that Nigeria cannot solve their own problems. Now we are seeing the root of the matter. That the same person that is calling themselves our ally, our friend, a friend in need, a friend indeed, is the one that has been giving Boko Haram money to kill our own citizens, to kidnap people. I am not surprised by this because last year, 8 months ago, I did a video. There was a report that came out by Sahara Reporters Nigeria about the role of Bill Gates in funding Boko Haram. This was an investigative report, came out by on Sahara Reporters. You can see I did a video on it, that Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation, they came to Nigeria that they want to help Nigerian farmers grow crops. They want to help agricultural development in Nigeria. You know what they did? They gave they call a list that they want to give loans to our farmers, that they will give free agricultural loans from directly from World Bank to our farmers. All our farmers lined up. They took their names, they took their address, took all their data, and then they gave them a mobile phone to be tracking them with GPS. This phone that they gave them, that they are going to use them to monitor their crops and monitor the weather, the atmospheric pressure, everything, so that they can grow crops efficiently. These farmers did not know that all these are GPS tracking device. Then what they did, the Melinda Gates Foundation did, was that they now give these data to Boko Haram terrorists in Nigeria. The Boko Haram terrorists were using the GPS location to track these farmers in their farms, and we are killing them off. So far, they have killed over 30,000 Nigerian farmers. This is on the internet. The video, I'm going to post the link of that video under this video that I did with all this report. And this report even got to our House of Representatives to investigate the role of Bill Gates in our agricultural underdevelopment. And some people that were working, they mentioned a very big guy called one Adesanya, that was so-called a minister of agriculture or something during the time of Goodluck. He was in co-host with the Melinda Gates Foundation. He was also implicated in that report, helping them to give data of our farmers to the Bill Gates Foundation. Even El Rufai, to a point, the former governor of Kaduna, was implicated in that report. And what happened is that so many of Nigerian farmers were killed, and they are still being killed today. And what happened? They now started working on how to flood Nigerian market with GMO, genetically modified food, because right now food crops are very expensive in Nigeria. Why? Because so many farmers are being killed. Many of them are afraid to go to their farms, and we cannot feed ourselves anymore. So we are now importing food from abroad, and they are now selling that they want to sell GMO food to Nigeria to kill us further. So this report was there. When the report came out, a lot of people know about the report, but the evil people conniving with the government, they shut down this report. They didn't let it go further. But it's out of the bag. I'm sure that this very issue is going to be revisited. Okay? This that very thing was sponsored by a community they call the Community Outreach for Development and Welfare Advocacy. They discovered this, and they've sent the report to the House of Representatives about Bill Gates killing natural seed growers in Nigeria. The full link of that report, I will post it under this video, don't worry. So you will see that there has been a concerted plan for a very long time to attack Nigeria, to make Nigeria impoverished by sponsoring terrorism, by attacking our food source, destroying our food security, so that we will have to be dependent on them. And then we now say that, no, Nigeria cannot feed itself. They want to help us. They want to help us feed our people. We are dying. We are suffering. And then we say, okay, GMO is the solution. And GMO food will flood the market, and we start poisoning our people, killing us further. While they pretend to be helping you, they are killing you further to make sure that they depopulate you, and to make you never stand on your feet. This is the Neanderthal agenda. The This is continued from colonization. The Lopide have not changed the spot yet. The same thing they did, they are still doing it. Now they are coming in the form of hate. Anytime a white person tells you they want to help you, you have to be careful. What we are having here is Trojan horses in the name, the shape of USAID. They come with this aid, food, World Health Organization, World Food Program, United Nations Children Fund, United Nations something. So when they say they want to give you something free, they're sending their evil people to destroy you. Now, this report have came out that the so-called USAID has been sponsoring Boko Haram. Now, why do you think the American government decide now, under the leadership of Donald Trump, to bring out this report? It could only be two things. First of all, Donald Trump hates Joe Biden so much, and he wants to embarrass Joe Biden. And since he cannot do it naturally, he wants to kind of bring something that maybe African people, if they have the balls, they can push for Joe Biden and Obama to go to the International Criminal Justice Court for trial, because this is sponsoring of terrorism. Is this not the same crime that other people are committing, that they are taking them to the ICJ to imprison them? Somebody needs to go to the ICJ. Somebody needs to be held responsible for this, for sponsoring terrorism. They have killed thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people in Nigeria and all over Africa. This is not just what they're just sponsoring terrorist group all over the world. You need to read this report. And all this was done by the American government with American taxpayers' dollar. So, Donald Trump, Republican government, probably did this to embarrass Joe Biden and the Republican Party. And maybe find a way to make sure that Joe Biden go to jail. What was an African son, which we know that it was never an African son. What Obama did during his time, it was the one that destroyed Libya. He did nothing for Africa. He did nothing for the black people in America. So what is the benefit of Obama? Nothing. And he was also sponsoring Boko Haram while he was the president in America. He know all these things. They say, now no man, I the key man. These things that I've been talking about on this channel, that these so-called people, the Western powers that are responsible for colonization, they are still doing the same thing. Some people say it was a long time ago. We should get over it. This is the nonsense that you see, this occurrence, and these useless people come to my YouTube channel to be talking that I should forget about the past. They are still committing the same crimes today. Their children, their generation, it's like they pass this evil seed from generation to generation. Their bloodline, they are still perpetrating the evil things that they did to our ancestors. And you are saying we should forgive them? Is it possible? You only forgive somebody when the person have truly and genuinely repented. Not the person keep repeating the same thing and trying to pretend to be your friend. This is a vampiric and parasitic behavior. You cannot forgive this kind of people. Now see what Joe Biden has been doing all the time, pretending to be a friend of Africa. See what Obama has been doing all the time. Every time I watch Al Jazeera, Boko Haram keep embarrassing like Boko Haram, Boko Haram, Boko Haram. We don't know they were the ones that have been sponsoring Boko Haram. Sponsoring Boko Haram all these years. All this time they have the one that have been giving Boko Haram money to buy weapons. You see Boko Haram's the former leader Shaku was very, very bold, confident, always doing videos. Nowadays, you see terrorists on TikTok, have TikTok channels in Nigeria, and they can't track them. They have Instagram channels in Nigeria. Terrorists brandishing weapons, brandishing money that people pay for ransom, and nothing the government seems to be able to do to them. And we say we have a party now fighting terrorism in the person of America. They can also not do nothing, and yet they have these TikTok and platforms. They have Facebook, they have YouTube, and you see terrorists having TikTok channels, and yet the terrorists still do things every day on the channel. Is this not a shame? So what are we going to learn from this kind of think that this exposure, people that claim to be your friends, they can never be your friends. Okay, they have no intention of seeing Africa grow. The same thing is also happening in DR Congo. There have always been problems in DR Congo. America is there, France is there, white racist farmers in South Africa. They are all there having gold mines, mining resources in DR Congo. Why the people are suffering and they claim to be helping you, but they are just sucking you dry. This is the kind of relationship Africa have with the West. It is a parasitic relationship. It only goes one way. They take all your resources until you die. They pretend to help you. They're still killing you. Anything they say they are doing, they are killing you. Anywhere you turn, they are killing you. Why they are pretending? We are helping you. We are sending food. We are sending books. We are sending this. We are sending that. But all the time, they are sending a CIA operatives poisoning your food, or sponsoring terrorism, causing more problem in your country. The more they help you, the more you die. This is their modus operandum. So we see this now coming out from this Republican government. Part of the reason that we expose this, they want to pretend that they are good people, that they are better than the Democrats. They have been doing this all the time. They will not change. Before you know, Trump will organize his own body to be doing the same thing. He will arrange a new organization. You will think this one will be good. He will be doing exactly the same thing that USAID have been doing for Africa, killing people and poisoning you. Everything will be going on. You will think he's a better person. He not change. He didn't change with Bill Clinton. He didn't change with George Bush. It didn't change with Obama. It will not change with Donald Trump. Okay? It will not change. He just want to embarrass the Democratic government of Joe Biden and try to see if he can be able to indict anybody in that government, all his perceived political foes. He can use this report to weaken them, put some of them in jail, embarrass them. Then he will have full control of America. Then he will not create his own body to be doing the same thing to Africa. This guy does not love Africa. He doesn't love anybody. He don't even hide it. Go back to your country, make America great again. All these are racist terminologies. All illegal, undocumented immigrants are criminals. All these are racist. They have no interest in helping Africa, which is a good thing. We need to stand up for our feet. We need to do things by ourselves. We cannot be depending on somebody that is killing you. All the time we have been trying to buy weapons from America to fight Boko Haram. They refuse to sell weapons to Nigeria. Nigeria have to go and source weapons from other countries to fight Boko Haram. And all the while they have been sponsoring Boko Haram. Nobody knows this. Until now they are talking about it. Now that this has come out, I hope that the Nigerian government will have the balls to demand for explanation and to hold America accountable if they can or if they will. Somebody needs to go or be invited to International Criminal Court of Justice, which America is not even a part of, so they can't take anybody from America there in the first place. America is not part of that. Okay? So how can you do? What can you do to them? The only thing you can do to them is to kick them out of your country. I don't know if they have the balls to do that. But meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of people are already dead. And Boko Haram is still operating. We now have ISWAP, we have Daesh, all the terrorist organizations, we have them in Nigeria, courtesy of the American government sponsoring them. You see them using M16, shining weapons, all sort of advanced weapons, terrorists. You see the kind of guns terrorists using Nigeria. You think if you are watching a war movie, but this is real life. They are being sponsored. So, what does this tell you? The Lopite have not changed his spots. And at the same time, you will see their news channel criticizing Nigerian government for inefficiency, criticizing our security services, or castigating us, especially Al Jazeera. They are very quick to announce Boko Haram is like they are celebrating Boko Haram. Boko Haram have kidnapped 80 people this time. They have killed 100 farmers this time. All the time, it is the American government that is giving them money to do all this. Is it not a shame? Somebody needs to go to jail for this in America. Somebody needs to be held accountable. Offices need to be shut down. People need to be arrested. People need to be deported from Africa. USAID needs to be shut down in all African countries if people are to be taking things are to be taken seriously. Any aid organization, NGO, need to be seriously scrutinized. All these things, all these many churches that they are giving funding, many of these churches are terrorist organizations. Recently, they paraded a reverend father that is selling weapons to terrorists in Nigeria. A reverend father from a Catholic church. They paraded him selling weapons to terrorists. Reverend father selling arms, guns, AK-47s. Many of these churches, they have used as terrorist front. We don't know. You think that they are helping people. The same enemy that have been attacking us since colonization is still here today. And yet you will see some idiots saying that that was a long time ago. The same war we have been fighting against injustice, we are still fighting it today. Somebody said that we should go to sleep so that they can kill us more. We should not wake people up. Somebody, they kill you, they poison you, they say make you not talk. Bear the pain. Religion is killing us, we should keep quiet. America is killing us, we should keep quiet. Evil, corrupt politicians and evil pastors is killing us, we should keep quiet. What is the point? If we don't talk, we will die. If we talk, we may still die or we will survive. So it's better to talk and die. Now the way I see and be that. So we will not keep quiet. We will continue to talk. We will continue to expose these people. We will continue to do the needful. We will continue to look at them and be watchful. Now this has come out now. What a shame. The people that we have been talking about, waiting there for Sokoto, a day for Shokoto. The person where they kill you, he get in office in front of you. People that have been sponsoring Boko Haram, they are there right in America, the American government from Washington, the war hawks, USAID. The report is very, very broad, and this is going to shake some feathers. I am sure Donald Trump wants to really deal with them. He's looking for every means possible to deal with Joe Biden government. That's why they choose to expose this thing. It's not for the interest of Africa. It's for his own interest to seize total control of America. This is why he did this. He didn't do this because he loved African country. He did this as a political winch out to embarrass and try to see if he can put Joe Biden in a prison or any of his people that are still hanging around. He wants total control of America. So anything evil thing that Joe Biden have done before is going to expose all of them. It's going to totally cripple the Democratic establishment. And I see Republican Party, if he does this, Republican Party can hold power in America for probably the next 20 years. This is the aim of Donald Trump, not because he loves us. He doesn't give a F, flying F about anybody. Okay? So, why this is a good thing, we should also be watchful, and we too must be made to hold these people accountable for the millions of lives that have been destroyed. Food is very expensive in Nigeria right now because a lot of our farmers are dead. Farmers are, why will Boko Haram be killing farmers? Boko Haram is, they claim to be fighting for like Islamic hegemony. They fight, they should be fighting the government. People planting crops in their farm. Farmers are not soldiers, but Boko Haram will be killing farmers all the time. Go and check the internet. They have killed thousands, more than 50,000 Nigerian farmers are dead. Boko Haram, you ask, why are Boko Haram killing farmers? These farmers even pay tax to Boko Haram just to farm their crops. Yet Boko Haram is still killing Nigerian farmers. What the farmers do to them? And then the governments, you should know that something is wrong. Something is wrong. They have a directive. Kill as much farmers as possible. And yet we keep quiet. Every day you see on the news that we killed 200. There was one day they killed almost 240 farmers in one state. That was a very painful day. Boko Haram did this in Nigeria. What the farmers do, are they the governments? Somebody is giving them directive from Washington. The same people that want to load Africa with GMO to poison us more. They are the ones killing our farmers. And our government is there thinking they are helping them. What a shame. So this time is this is a wake-up call for Those people that are coming to this channel thinking that America is our friend. America is not our friend. I keep saying this. They'll not be your friend. Oh. They have a mission, the mission of continuing colonization, new colonization. And they will not stop until we are totally decimated. The only way we can do this is to stand up for ourselves, reject any kind of foreign aid, reject any kind of foreign assistance, learn how to do our own things by ourselves. This is the only way that will make us survive. And we must kick out their religion. The religion is a major tool that they use to enslave our people. This Christian religion, they use it to do a lot of harm. They use it to miseducate our people. They use it to turn our people to zombies. They use it to corrupt our society system, to corrupt our spirituality, our culture, our system. They use it just the way it is in things fall apart. When the white man comes, they think that is peaceful, is this. Before they know, he has corrupted some of their brothers and things are falling apart. The center cannot hold. The religion must go. For those people that are still enslaved by this religion, you need to start smelling the pepper soup. That anything these people give you for free is not good. It has strings attached. It is all Trojan gifts. I have been saying this for a long time. I don't trust anybody that will come from Europe that they want to help me. The more they help you, the more you die. The more they help you, the more you die. So we have to be very careful. Now this has come back that Boko Haram have been funding, they give $674 million annually to fund Boko Haram and other terrorist countries, terrorist groups all over the world. Causing problem in Africa, causing problem in Pakistan, causing problem in the Middle East, causing problem everywhere. All these terrorist groups we are hearing their name is being sponsored by American governments. Which kind of witchcraft people be this? The only way to live free is to kick these people. And that's why I don't blame China. I don't blame Russia. They say China is a communist country. There is for their own sanity. There is peace. There is no terrorism there. The only way you can have peace is to kick these people out of your country. Simple. As far as you allow them in, you cannot have peace in your land, though. You must kick them out. This is a mistake we are making in Africa. You say the person are your friend. And then whenever you see a black person in a high position in Western government, just know that that person is a stooge. When Obama came, everybody was happy. Finally, a black man is going to rule America, this and the whole black community, both Africa, everybody supported him. What did he do? He did the most devastating thing to Africa. Libya, that is his striving country, he totally destroyed Libya, causing serious problems, serious discomfort, disorganizement in the whole West Africa, the whole North Africa. The problem Obama did is still affecting us till today. Did nothing, then you want to force Nigeria to accept gay right and all this gay nonsense, which we bluntly refused. We told him to go to hell. He's still there. All this while he was funding Boko Haram. The same time they will be talking on CNN that Boko Haram is a Nigerian problem. We are incapable of solving our problem. And they are the ones sponsoring the people. Are you not being witch be that? Not be juju be that. Witchcraft. Koro witchcraft. The people where they do the evil for this world, they don't fly in the nights. You see them every day on the news. This is witchcraft. If this is not witchcraft, what is this? This thing that Obama and Joe Biden is doing in Nigeria. You get what the devil want to pass that one. What the devil want to pass that one. And all the time they tell you to go and pray, go and pray, go and pray. So I pity Christians. The stupid people that don't want to remove their mind. Now them they die pass. I always say this people that die in Nigeria they are mostly Christians. They are the canon food and I go die pass. People like us in African spirituality, we need a quick die. You know they come outside, we not get head where they person they drink water, we not get basket for rotting mango. Because we they see things clear. We they see the situation koro. But Christians and Muslims, due to the wood that have been drawn over their eye, they can't see you show them, see your papa, they will say not be their papa. When you show them the right thing, they will say the right thing is the wrong thing. So these people, they are slated for destruction. All the people they have been kidnapping and killing, 100% of them is Muslims and Christians. Not people that are in African spirituality, because we see clearly. We know the enemy. So we know they play. We don't play. We know they near them. When we see them, we know them. Who will tell you, come to African spirituality? You say, no, you don't blind your eye, don't blind now. Now, this report is coming out now. The report is shocking a lot of people, but it not shock somebody like me. We don't talk and since. We are very careful of the things we receive from these people. We are very careful how we deal with these people because we know their rich house. We know their rich house now. Okay? We know who they be equal. The Neanderthal people, when they say the Neanderthal are no more, the Neanderthal have evolved into Caucasian. They still have the same mentality. They are now sophisticated in killing you. They don't go around with clubs anymore. They don't wear animal skins anymore. They wear suits and tie. They carry a briefcase. They know how to speak the language of technology. But their aim is still killing people, still oppressing people, still stealing. They have this this glutton, unsatisfying urge in them to just cause problem anywhere they go. They never change you. They only upgrade to new version that people cannot really see. They use religion, they use government, they use all these aid organizations, but they are still killing machines. Nothing good can come from these ones. So those people that are following them, now go die follow them. Now so it just be. Now we see all these things happening, all these things coming out. Well, what else is new? The only new thing is that get your house in order, rearrange yourself. Trump will still start his own organization. He's going to reorganize USAID, put his people there, and be running the same shit show as Joe Biden. He just wants to embarrass the government of Joe Biden, expose them, and find a way to see if he can put as much people in jail or weaken the former apparatus of Joe Biden. Of nothing more, nothing less. This is what he's going to do. But his game plan will not change. It will even be stronger than Joe Biden. So this is what we should expect. They're not going to change you. Okay, now the same show, the same shit show being run by different people this time. Okay, so this is what we will see. So this is what is attainable, and this is the new revolution. Boko Haram was funded, and it's being funded by the American government. Okay, so I believe a word is enough for the wise. Who want better, go better. Who want get sense, go get sense. Who want die, can still die. So I don't talk my own for today, and I will stop today too. So I thank you guys for watching. I would like to know your opinions, your comments, and questions and comments are also welcome. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel, and please, if you are subscribing, click enable all notifications. They say make you click that one. See now when you click that one, they go they answer me. Click them. You not click them, still click them. The YouTube people, they get their own for body. Since I have been on this channel, I not understand how they behave. The more my subscribers go up, the more the money where they say they pay me, they go down. Now one eye now I think they look them for YouTube. But see, they go see they say make you tell people make they subscribe. So those ones, their own body, they get their own for body. But now my own at the talk. But still subscribe if you like to follow this channel. Okay, so if you want to learn about African spirituality, now here for the teach them. And the good news say now me they teach them. Why I choose to teach African spirituality? Because they don't teach it in Africa. They don't teach it in our school. You go to a Western school, they will teach you Christianity. You go to Muslim countries, they will teach you Islam. You come to Africa, no school is teaching African spirituality. The Muslims say it is evil. The Christians say it is evil. Your government have nothing to say. So why is people not talking about African spirituality? Because it have all the answers that they don't want you to know. When you know about African spirituality, you will easily know who is saying the truth and who is lying. And you will know that Western religions are simply systems of imperialism, cultural imperialism that is designed to enslave African people. That is why they don't teach African spirituality, and that is why I teach it. So if you want to learn it, I have a 6-month program where I teach it from the history to the science to the metaphysics and to the raw hardcore spirituality. What this means that within 6 months you are going to know this subject into two. You go know and where. You go know all the things where they need a great teach you. You go understand them to the level of that you can also be teaching other people. This is what I do here to address that gap in the body of knowledge that is holding our people down from their spiritual developments. So I don't just come here because people are opening YouTube channel or people are doing online things nowadays. I get message. So you can register for my program. I have books, I have materials, I have videos, I have documents, everything that will assist you in your journey of ascension. It is here. You can join me. If you not get time or you just want to know, especially maybe you still trapped inside Christianity, you want hard evidence like me. I used to have need for hard evidence. I have written a book called The Interrelationship Between the Evil Forest and Negative Space in Quantum Physics and African Spirituality. In this book, I was able to define quantum physics, which is the study of the miniatured and invisible particles of nature. That these particles are called the atomic structure. What makes the atomic structure? How are atoms the building blocks of humanity? It is the same with the study of African spirituality, which is the study of the invisible aspects of nature, the things you cannot see with the naked eye. So quantum physics and African spirituality is one and the same thing. So if you are an African person, you want to know that connection, you want to see the interrelationship, now here for join. Okay, I put in a lot of evidence, scientific, etymological evidence, historical evidence, accurate evidence to show you. In this book, I talk about origin of God. I talk about the grand unified almighty God theory. I talk about origin of religion, the plagiarization of religion, origin of quantum physics. I talked about time and space travel. I talk about negative space, negative time. I talk about nuclear physics, quantum entanglements, sacred space. Everything you need to know about this subject with hardcore scientific evidence. I load down for you. So for those doubting Thomas, or those people that are still afraid of their soul frying forever to an imaginary deity that was created to enslave you, this book will stay with cool your mind. We take out all the noise. We expose the lies, the fallacies, the misconceptions of this religion that they created to enslave us mentally. So you can get the book if you want to read. If you want to know something, you go know them. Then for those people that advance further, that want to learn how to do spells, practical spells, over 200 of them are here waiting for you. Spells for prosperity, for love, for different kinds of illnesses, arthritis, waist pain, STDs, even delivery, all kinds of herbs. I put them here with the botanical names. Easy for you. You can take this book in any country. You can work with this book very easily. It will increase your capacity, your understanding of how spells work in African spirituality. And you will have this book in your possession. Better to have this book and don't need it than say you need it and you don't have it. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. Now, wait till you not know, now your mate they pass you. Know your way, not be cost. Okay, now advice. So get them in anything you are getting, get wisdom. Then if you want to connect with African deities, Whispers of Amente is still here waiting for you. In this book, I talk about the Kemetic deities. I talk about Amen-Ra. I talked about Ampu, Anubis. I talk about Eshu. I talk about the Ori. I talk about Set. I talk about Stantisma Morite. I talk about Tehuti, Jehuti. I talk about the pyramid encapsulation ritual that you can do to bring these deities into your consciousness to align with you. I talk about so many powerful topics that you need to get one-on-one direct contact with these deities from Amente, from the spirit world of Africa. The deities here, they are not evil spirits, they are not demons, they are African deities. So if you want to learn it, you want to practice African spirituality, this book is the next book that you need to get. You cannot tell me that in the whole of Africa there is not one good spirit. All of them are evil, that's why you are Christian. Are you not be the winch? You not know past your ancestors. Okay, you cannot run faster than your shadow. You're not going to tell me say one good African deity is not there. For you as an African person not to venerate any African deity, it means that you get serious problem. Your brainwashing and not be here. So you need to recalibrate your footstep. Know something. Some people not want to buy book, but they go do with on. Some men they want to go to the short down club or to the waste money. But something will go help them uplift their spirit. They don't want to spend money. But they want somebody to save you, to just change everything for them. You know, they work like that for real life. This is why we suffer for Africa. You must be practical. Okay, you must invest in your spiritual development. African spirituality needs investments. The right kind of investment. Not be people who will tell you story hocus pocus that will solve all your problems. No, we need to solve all your problems here. Now you go solve all your problem. We will teach you how to solve all your problems on this channel. Okay, this is what I will teach you, how to solve them. The thing where they're not a great issue for school. Okay, so get books. If you also want to do your oracle tarot divination, I do those things here. If you have spiritual problems, consultation, we can rub minds, find out how to solve those problems, bring solution to you. If you also want to buy your spiritual items like native shock, cowries, meditation beads, spiritual items, soaps, miracle stone, black stone, thunder stone, any kind of spiritual perfume, be it El Sudan, six flower, rose mox, gandoki, dragon's blood, any kind of spiritual ointment. I sell so many things here. You can also check my website, River of Knowledge, and you will see anything you like. You can contact me. One thing you will know, you will get original stuff with me. I need to sell fake products on this channel. Okay. So anything you want to do about African spirituality, you can do it here. If you don't want to do anything, just watch the channel. Over 900 videos are here waiting for you, public videos, and a lot of articles that explain the core concept of African spirituality, they are here. So you will learn all these things, you will know all these things on this channel. Okay, so apart from that, I thank you very much for people that have been supporting this channel. I thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful, delighted. And Tokyo channel, nice to see you here. Thank you very much for the donations. And I go buy pure water, no worry. I go buy them. Correct. Oh, join. And I'm very delighted. So I'll close for today. And I'll be seeing you guys in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.